right, so let's assume you are not very active online, and no matter how inactive you are, you will either be present on Facebook or Instagram. You will be active in one of those social media. All right, let's use Facebook or Instagram as an example now. You're just scrolling on Facebook one time, and you're scrolling, reading about your friend's post, and you just came across this post. And you're like, "Ah, what's this?" Maybe the post is talking about a particular bag, a particular dress, a particular children wear, or even a kitchen utensil. And the post actually caught your attention, because if it did not catch your attention, you would have just scrolled past. Okay, let's say fortunately it caught your attention and you're like, "Ah, well, let's see. What are they talking about?" You clicked on the post and it directed you to another page. So after directing it to another page, you started scrolling, you started reading more about that product, and you are starting to get fascinated. It started getting interesting, and you are like, "Oh wow, so this product actually has these features. Okay, how can I get it?" Then you started scrolling again till you get to where the price is stated. Even if you don't have that money at that particular time, you will remember one money that you have in your bank account a very long time ago, that, "Oh, I must not miss this offer," especially if it is stated there that you'll be given at a particular discount. That is one of the key things that will make you buy, even though you can't afford it at that moment. What am I trying to drive out in this example? This example I just made is an example of what e-commerce is all about. That is a simple scenario of how e-commerce is on any of the social media you might have come across it. In fact, even on Google, you might just ask Google a question and you are reading about maybe a particular school assignment, or you are reading about you want to make research on something, and an advert will just pop up, boom, maybe talking about something on Jumia. If you're in Nigeria, there is this app called there's this e-commerce website called Jumia, where they sell varieties of things, and that is an example of what e-commerce is all about. So in short definition, e-commerce is any buying and selling activities that occurs on the internet, that occurs through the internet, either through your phone, through your laptop, through your whatever means it can be, so far it has connection with internet. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to make $500 per day using e-commerce in 2024. So you will stop complaining about being broke and you find something doing. You find something to keep yourself busy, especially if you're a student, a housewife, a graduate, an unemployed person, whatever, just to keep yourself busy with something. All right, as you're watching this video, I know even if you don't know what e-commerce is before, since you are seeing this video now, you are starting to have interest. All right, so if you have interest in this e-commerce business, here are the 7 things you need to put into consideration before starting an e-commerce business, or before you can excel in the e-commerce world. So the first thing you need to consider is choosing a niche. What exactly is niche about? A niche is a specialized segment of the market for a particular product or service. So when it comes to e-commerce, there are varieties of niche, more than 15 of them that you can venture into, or that you can specialize in, or because you actually need to pick a niche. You can't sell everything, it's not possible. You can't sell all the product in this life. You have to pick a particular niche that solves a particular problem you want it to solve. And speaking about the varieties of niches that we have the home equipment, we have the gym equipment, we have the pets, we have home decoration, we have cosmetics, we have jewelries, we have baby accessories, we have furnitures, we have automobile, we have digital products, have health and wellness, and we even have skincare products. So you need to pick a particular niche that you want to focus on and make sure the niche solves a particular problem in the market, and a niche that is not very common, because I won't lie to you, e-commerce is competitive just like every other business. If you want to know how competitive e-commerce is, if you go on Facebook and you see a particular advert and you take your time to watch the adverts, you watch it till the end and you click on it, it took you to another page, you make sure you spend a few minutes on that advertisement. If you go on Facebook in the next 2 hours or in the next 3 hours, you will see that it will start bringing advertisements related to that first one you saw at the beginning. That is how much e-commerce is competitive on the internet. Though it doesn't mean you are not going to sell your own, no, because there is absolutely no business in this life that is not competitive. Even if it is a monopoly market, even if there is a particular product that you are the one that invented it, as time goes on, and people started getting aware of that product, one day one person can just wake up and come up with a particular product that is similar to that your own product, in which it was the only one that exists in the market before. So in the long run, the supply will start getting more and more rampant in the market, and people will start getting varieties of the substituent of that your own product that you invented. So don't be discouraged by the word competitive. There is no way you can escape that when it comes to business, either offline or online. So, example of a particular product, I'm going to give you a nice example of this product that I came across on was it Instagram or Facebook? I think it was on Instagram. Yeah, it was on Instagram. And I want to use this product so as to let you know the kind of product that solves a problem in the market. Because let's say you want to deal with you want to start selling shoes. If you sell an ordinary shoe that is very common in the market, people will not get hooked with your advertisement. They will not even stop by, because while scrolling through Facebook and they just see, they're already familiar with the product and they will just scroll past. But if the product is kind of unique and your advertisement, you come from a different angle, they'll be like, oh wow, this is interesting. That's what I'm talking about. So this product is a sneakers. But this sneakers has tires in its leg. It is not all these common skating accessories that people used to skate up and down, but this one was actually made in form of a sneakers. You can use it to skate, understand? But I'm just trying to differentiate it between the common one that we used to see that people used to skate with. This one is just like an ordinary sneakers that anybody can own, but it has 4 tires, and to skate with it will be kind of convenient compared to all these big rolling tires that all the original skating products used to have. The advantage this skating sneakers has is that anybody can wear it, because its tires can be retracted. What I mean by retracted is that the tires can actually be bent inward. If you don't want to walk on it like you want to be skating, you can turn it to a normal sneakers and you can use it to walk on the road like a normal shoe, like a normal sneakers, like you are just walking normally. And if you decided that maybe you are getting late, you want to go to school, and you decide that, another option to make it faster, just put the tire outward, like push the tire of the sneakers outward, and it will turn into a skating sneakers entirely, and you can just move smoothly to your school. And instead of it to have taken you like 10 minutes, it will just take you like 5 minutes. So that is an example of the problem a product can solve. So this product is actually solving the problem of you getting late to wherever place you are going, and when you feel the need of not needing the tires, you can actually bring it back inward to serve the purpose of walking. And another fun fact is that this kind of products are high valued product. What I mean by high valued product is that they are quite expensive, and the profit you can get from it is unbelievable. You can buy these products for when I made my research, you can buy these products for like, I think you can get it for like $45. Yes, $45 from your supplier, and you can sell it at the rate of $100 or $120 after removing the money for your advertisement. In fact, you may not even run advertisement. There are other ways you can do it. Imagine how much profit you'll be making on just one product. So that is how lucrative it can be. All right, the second thing you need to put into consideration before starting your e-commerce business is market research. And what I mean by market research is that you have to know your target audience, you have to know their buying preference, you have to be able to identify your competitors, and you have to know your customer preference. So this market research, if I should, let me just explain in the little way I can because of time. There are some products that are seasonal. Some products are seasonal, just like someone that wants to sell an umbrella. I saw an advert while scrolling on Facebook. There is this particular umbrella that when it is summer or when during the dry season, instead of you just putting on the ordinary umbrella like the usual one, this particular umbrella will start dripping cold water in your head. Like, damn, there are brainies in this world. So that kind of product can be seasonal, because if it is not summer, no one needs an umbrella that drips water if it is not during the summer or during the dry period. So that is an example of a product that is seasonal. Or for instance, you want to sell a product that relates to Christmas, you want to sell products that relate to Valentine, you want to sell products that relate to Ramadan or all these Muslim celebrations, all those things are seasonal. So if you're interested in those kind of products, you have to target their exact time when their celebration occur in the particular time of the year. And again, under your market research, the reason why you need to know your competitors, is because you need to spy on them. Yes, nobody is an hierarchy of knowledge. Because you are new to this business, there are a lot of things that will look strange to you. Even me that I'm talking to you about it, I'm not an expert here. There are some things that as you are going, you'll be uncovering some facts that you don't even know about before. But because your competitors, especially if they have been in business for a long time, they will have gained more experience than you. So you can use the weakness of your competitors. And how you can use their weakness is by going to, if you come across any adverts, click on it, go to there, or try to read the comments under that particular post and see if people have gotten or bought this product. Notice if there are complaints. If people are complaining about this product, or it's not like the product is not nice, people can say that, oh, I love this product, it is actually nice, but another person will say, oh, this product actually served the purpose, but the only thing that remains is that those are the things that you take note of, so that you won't make that particular mistake in your own product. And those complaints are their weakness. Those complaints on your competitors' post are their own weakness. It is that their weakness that you use to build your own brand, so as to gain more of your customers' trust. Now, the third thing is legal consideration. You see, e-commerce is actually divided into varieties. There is one called drop shipping. It is still under e-commerce. And e-commerce actually depends on either, it can be classified on either you want to based on it locally or internationally. If it is locally, legal consideration might not be compulsory. But if you are going internationally, that is, you want to be drop shipping. Drop shipping means you don't have to touch that product. You don't have to touch the product at all. All you need is to order the product from your supplier whenever someone orders that product. All you need is to notify your supplier that so person wants to buy this product. It is that supplier that has the headache. It is that supplier that will handle the delivery, how to get the product to that customers, and how to make sure the product gets to them untarnished. So that is actually interesting under the e-commerce business too. So if you are going to be drop shipping, because you won't be dealing, with your country, you'll mostly be dealing with international countries like USA, UK, Australia, Japan, Russia, and so on and so forth, countries like that. So if you're going to be dealing with countries like that, you need a legal consideration. You need to register your company in the US. And you need to get a payment gateway that will allow you to get your payment from foreigners, because people cannot make payments from outside the countries when you are in Nigeria, except there is a means in which they can, simply because you are not using the same currency. Now, after your legal consideration, if needs be, the next thing is sourcing for your product. How do you get a supplier for your product? There are varieties of websites where you can get suppliers for your product, and the most popular ones, AliExpress, Amazon, or even this Chinese website called 1688. So these are the websites you can actually source for suppliers. But as a Nigerian, to pay to your suppliers might be a big obstacle, and this is how you can actually tackle this. Thank God for all these fintech companies that actually make paying to foreign countries easier and available as fast as possible. Example of the application you can use to make your payment to all these foreign supplier is Shipper Cash. You can use Shipper Cash, you can use Payday, and you can use PayPal. But PayPal is not acceptable in Nigeria, so that might be difficult. But these two ones I mentioned before is acceptable while making payments to your suppliers. All you need to do is just to open accounts with them, deposit your money in Naira and convert it into whatever currency they are using, and gladly make your payments whenever there is an order from your customers. Now, sourcing for your product deals with determining whether you are going to be getting this product from suppliers or you are going to be manufacturing these products by yourself. There are some handmade products in which people are making by themselves. Example is all this I see this product recently, all these crochet wears that people actually make by themselves. So that one, you don't need to pay any suppliers. Whenever there is an order, all you need to do is just to ship it to that person and make sure their product gets delivered to them. Now the fifth one is that you need a website. Though, but the most common one is Shopify. But I don't know how financially capable you are. But if you are not financially capable, maybe you are starting with just little or zero capital. Because Shopify requires you to pay. They will give you free plan for like the first 3 months. You can pay $1 for the first month, $1 for the second month, and $1 for the third month. But after that, you'll be paying, I think the basic plan they have for Nigerians is like, after those $1 you have paid, you have to pay like $42 afterwards. And if you have opened their store, it's not possible that when it is now time for you to pay that $42, and you don't even know how successful this business you are talking about will be. You don't know if you will have made any money by that time. You don't know if you will have gotten it right. If you are thinking positive, you have to think negative too. So if you don't have any money to pay that by that time, that means you'll be closing down your store, which does not make sense. So at the beginning, I think making use of a free website would make sense if you don't have capital. But if you have capital, it is best. It is better. Shopify really makes sense for anybody that wants to start e-commerce. So if you don't have capital, you can just get someone to prepare a landing page for you. A landing page too can serve as a website, as your store website. That is, though it is not a store website, but it is just an avenue for people to just read more about that product. After seeing your post, maybe on Instagram or Facebook, after clicking on that post, instead of directing them to a store, it will direct them to your landing page, which serves as a website too, that they can read more about the product, read more about it. And when they're about to make their payments, you can just link your WhatsApp, because had it been it has led them to a store, they can make their payment through that store. But because you are not making use of store, you can just link your WhatsApp to that landing page, or you link whatever means your customer can be able to penetrate and get to you, to communicate with you, to make their payments. So if you link your WhatsApp, after clicking on that WhatsApp, it will direct them to your WhatsApp straight, and you will have automated all these chat bots that will tell them, oh, how can I help you, what do you want? And you'll be able to attend your customers conveniently, and they'll be able to make their payments, and you tell them what duration they'll be able to get their products, and that's it. All right, the sixth one, which is payment processing. I think I have talked about it at the beginning. Payment processing is very important. You have to provide a valid means, a legit means in which people can make their payments in order to trust you more. If you are dealing internationally, it can be quite stressful for you to get a legit means for people to get to make their payment. If you are selling internationally, you will need a payment gateway called Stripe. But if you are dealing locally, that is, if you are selling to Nigerians only, you don't have to go through those hurdles. You can just make use of your normal bank account for them to make payment, because without payment, how can you pay your suppliers and how can your customers get their products? And the last but not the least is customer service stroke feedback. This one is very important too, because sometimes customer might have complaint in which you yourself might not notice. They might have a complaint about that product that you are selling that you need to take note of, or it might even warrant you to stop getting that product from that supplier, maybe just because of the fact that the one that is coming from that particular supplier is not quality enough, so that you'll be able to change your ways before it gets distributed to a larger audience. So whatever website or means you'll be using, make sure your email is connected to it. I mean your business email, where your customers can reach you directly, so they will be able to write you whenever there is a particular complaint, or even they just want to drop a positive feedback to you that you can even use on your page as testimonies or reviews. Now, my people, how exactly can you make this $500 we are talking about? All right. Using the sneakers I used as an example at the beginning of this video, I said you can get that sneakers for around $50. It's not even up to $50, but the price can vary at times. I'm just using it as an example. If you can get that sneakers for around $50 and you are selling it for about $120, that means you have $70 profit for yourself. From that $70, you keep $20 aside if you need to make advertisement, because advertising can be quite expensive at times. So you keep $20 aside for advertising, and probably you are making use of a store like Shopify that I made mention of before. You will need to pay for your store, so that is part of the expenses. And sometimes you might even need to pay tax on those products. It's just little tax. It's not even up to $1. Don't be scared. So after removing that $20, you'll be left with, let's say at worst, you are left with $50 profit. Now to make $500 daily, you need to sell just 10 of that product. 10 of that product for you to make $500 per day. And who told you can't make more than 10 sales in a day? So that is just the minimum as an example. You can actually make more than 10 sales per day depending on your target for that day or that month. So that's exactly how you can make $500 per day with e-commerce legitimately. All you need to do is just to jot down these points that I told you about and make more research about it. You can start today, you can start tomorrow, whatever, but don't let it pass 2024, because procrastination is the worst human enemy. All right, if you like this video, make sure you click on the subscription button to get more of my videos on how to make money online legitimately.